Cadmus, you said that Malvina isn't herself anymore, so what is she? You ever heard of a rat king? It's an old folklore thing. Bunch of rats all fused together, their tails all wrapped and twisted into a great big knot. That's what Mel has become. I don't know how many different spirits she's tied her essence to. But the last time I opened my third eye to her, I couldn't see where they ended and where she began. I couldn't see where they ended and she began. Alright. What does it even mean? I've never heard of... It means that she isn't human anymore, girl. Her aura is bound to other things, alien things. All tangled and twisted and grown together. They're all one being now, a rat king. It talks like Malvina, but it ain't her anymore. Is she possessed? No, best as I can tell she invited this, welcomes it. Malvina and the things she's tied to are all one being now, a collective. And to listen to them talk, they like it that way. Another long, wet cough interrupts his speech. He wipes his mouth with the back of his hand. The talisman that the Rat King is holding, the shiny object, do you know how it works? Nah, I tried sensing it once. The only thing that I took away from the experience was a migraine. Felt like there were railroad spikes buried behind my eyes for days. All I can tell you for certain is that it still works. As long as the Rat King is connected to the thing, you can't hurt it. Any holes that you put in its body will close up on their own. So what are we expected to do against that? If the bauble makes the thing unkillable, then you'll need to find a way to get that bauble away from it. Goblet managed to do that during Sui's rebellion. I'll bet that she can do it again. Did you try to fight this Rat King? Yeah, I had enough, a lot of us had, so he took a page from old Sui's book. He offers you a sickly grin we mutinied. He gestures at the writhing bodies on the cots of the sick room. This is what's left of our side. We've been locked in here for 5 days now, waiting for Vitas to finish the job. The rest of us got fed to the rats. Doesn't seem to have gone very well. The half-smile on his face evaporates. No, it didn't. Truth is, we weren't prepared for how many of those bastard rats Malvina had bred, and we weren't expecting our shipmates to fight on her behalf. Why would the others stop you from taking the ship back? That doesn't even make sense. Why do you think, girl? Fear. Fear of death, fear of being gnawed apart by 100 vermin, fear of that thing. You're saying the people here aren't brainwashed? They're just afraid? Scared shitless is a better way of putting it, and I can't blame them. If anything, we're the crazy ones for trying to fight that thing. If the Rat King soldiers only serve it because they're afraid, then maybe we can turn them again away from it. Could do. They might rally around someone they know, maybe someone who lived with and fought for them years ago. He eyes Goblin. That was a subtle hint, girl. I've got a better idea. We're gonna get you and your people into lifeboats, and then we're sending this raft to the bottom of the bay, and the Rat King is going with it. You can't mean that. This is our home. We've got nowhere else to go, Gobbet. I'm not gonna let that thing force us to put this raft to the torch. This raft is a pile of junk, Cadmus. You've already tried it your way, look what happened. Isabel steps in. Maybe it's good that you leave this place. I've lived in a place like this before, and I've seen what it can do to people. She grew up in the walled city, Cat. Then she knows what we've got to look forward to if you sink this raft, because we sure as hell can't afford to live anywhere else. Oh, he's got you there, Isabel. He cranes his neck to look up at Gobbet, pleading. Desperation burns in his eyes. Gobbet, listen. It isn't too late for the sinking ship. We can still turn this thing around. That's optimistic. My mutiny failed because the Rat King knew things that we didn't. You can succeed if you try. Yours can succeed if you try. She shakes her head obstinately. My gut says that we should sink the raft. It said that from the moment I arrived here. That's what Rat wants me to do. And that's what I'm gonna do. Why do we have to make the decision now? This game. Why do we have to make this decision now? We haven't finished gathering information yet. Like, I haven't seen what the Rat King is yet. We haven't tried fighting the Rat King yet. And the thing is, we have to go downstairs to set the charges anyway, so we're gonna have to get past the Rat King just to set the charges. If we can defeat the Rat King, then we don't have to set the charges. Cadmus might be right. If we could drum up enough support, I think that we could retake the sinking ship. Her eyes narrow. Have you forgotten the first lesson I taught you, Seattle? Always go with your gut, and my gut says... Spares the lecture, Gobbet. Cadmus is right. You're going off half-cocked again. The truth is we can save this raft if you want to. If you don't want to tell us, I will sink it. Look, Gobbet, things have changed since you decided to sink this raft. You can see that, right? She sets her jaw, draws a deep breath, then slowly releases it. Alright, Cat, if you're sure that you can keep up your end, I'll be willing to help you with your mutiny. But if your people fuck it up, I'm sinking this thing, got it? Fair enough. Yeah, and thanks. With your help we can do this. That remains to be seen. He waves her off. Go on, get moving, and convince as many people as you can to help us when the time comes. Whoever you don't bring around to our side is gonna fight against us, so be thorough about it. When you're ready for us to make our move, trigger the shipboard's alarm system. 2 blasts, and we'll start kicking in doors. Alright, Cat, 2 blasts starts the mutiny, but if we sound the alarm once and leave it, you get your people the hell off this raft, okay? 1 blast means you're sinking the raft. You do that and I'm kicking your bony ass from here to Macau, but yeah, I hear you. Another long wet cough wrecks his body. You got all that, stranger? You know what you're supposed to do? We convince people to join you, then trigger the alarm. 1 blast means we're sinking the raft. 2 means the mutiny is on. Got it. Good, thanks. And Gobbet, thank you. Does me good to know that you're with us on this. That's strange. I feel like we're making decisions without actually finding out what's going on first. Alright, we do have more stuff to talk about. When did all of this start? It must have been some time after Gobbet left. Nah, not long, maybe a week or so. We couldn't see it at the time, but it was happening. I'll stake my life on it. I don't get this. Everything was fine when I left the raft. I mean, the vibe here had changed, but Melvina was still Melvina. If anything, she was even stronger than the woman I'd known. Yeah, she got strong, alright. Strong and mean. It started small, a couple of months after Suri's mutiny. Melvina started proposing new rules. She said that she was cracking down on infractions, keeping order to keep us safe. But over time those rules started piling up, and gradually the punishment started getting worse. You think that the shiny object corrupted her somehow? Nah, I think that it gave her power and she corrupted herself. No judgment though, I think that in her place a lot of us would do the same. I mean... That's what I mean when I say that she had it in her all along. I think that she'd always been afraid, had always used rules to protect herself. The trinket took that fear and focused it like a lens, and that opened the door to what she's become. Right? He pauses, checks himself. She. I don't think that Melvina can even be described as a she anymore. She, it, is really a they. Our friend is dead, or changed so much that she might as well be, and the things that are wearing her skin don't belong in this world. There's a trap room at the end of the hall, know anything about that? Yeah, me and my crew built the thing. Let me guess, Melvina's orders. He nods. First thing she asked us to do after Chui's little rebellion. We started work on the thing the week after you left. Yasmin was in charge of the project. Can you tell us how to get past it? No. He coughs wetly into his sleeve. No, but Yas can. She should be somewhere on this level. Go find her and tell her I sent you. We will, thanks, Cat. He dabs specks of blood from his lips. Don't mention it. Where'd you go? Hang in there, man. He grunts. I ain't going nowhere. Be safe. I see. Huh. Alright, let's talk to everyone then. Local inhabitant. The woman standing guard duty, not acknowledgement. Strangers, you picked a bad time to come visit. Yeah, it's a bad habit of mine. Are you guarding the room against the rats? Yes, she has her weapon, her eyes glued to the door, the rats, and the thing that's controlling them. I've never seen it myself, but I heard stories. You wanna talk to someone? Talk to the dwarf, I'm busy. She has her weapon, her eyes glued to the door. I need to keep my eyes open for more of those little bastards. We can't let any more of them sneak in here, not after what happened to Simon. Oh no, what happened to Simon? Best of luck. What happened to Simon? Is that Simon? Alright, so presumably everyone in the room, in this room, is with us. Let me get behind this woman here. Hey, how you doing? You're back. Why? The Rat King has ruled here for long enough. We're taking it down and we could use your help. Her eyes go wide. You'll get yourself killed even talking like that. You'll get me killed with you. Get the hell out of here right now. I won't take part in another damn mutiny. Think. How does it help you for the Rat King to stay in control? She screeches and bull rushes you. I warned you not to talk! Well, it's better for us that we kill her. Oh man, 17? It's better for us that we kill her now. Because when the mutiny is on, she's gonna attack us anyway. Right, so if we take her out now, we don't have to take her out separately later. Alright, you. You again. He lets out a low grunt. What do you need? Did the Rat King's people do that to you? No, I got caught in the crossfire. The mutineers did this to me. Thought I was with the Rat King. All that I wanted to do was get home. Instead, my right eye only sees double now. Can hardly use my hands. The calmness of his voice belies the naked spite on his face. Thanks for asking. I know you're hurting, but there are other ways to help than fighting. Oh, I can fight. Don't you worry about that. He glances down at his bandaged hands. Might be best if I waited a week or two, but even in the state I'm in, I can hold my own. I used to be damn good with a blade. Paid a pretty penny to have one custom forged for me, even. That blade was a lovely thing, useful in and out of a fight. I always liked that. It wasn't just a weapon, it was a tool as well. And what happened to this blade of yours? Taken. Lost, I don't know. He pulls a barley-song knife from his back pocket, extends his arms, offering to you. How about you, stranger? You handy with the blade? Flip the blade open, you could say that. So apparently I can't, I don't have the skills. Damn, any idea where it went? No, and even if I did, you'd think I'd tell a stranger where to find it? That blade was my most prized possession. If anyone's gonna find it, it's gonna be me. Alright, so he actually does have a blade. We're taking this raft back from the Rat King, and we need all the help we can get. Can we count on you? He chuckles. You're all fools. The last 2 mutinies failed, and yours will too. Even if you did have a chance, it was Cadmus and his boys that did this to me. You think I'm gonna cozy up with them? I'm sorry that they hurt you, but like you said, you got caught in the crossfire. People get hurt in those situations, it happens. Cadmus would never intentionally harm you, the Rat King on the other hand. I said no. I'm not putting my neck out for anybody. I'm gonna ride this thing out, and that's all there is to it. Alright, so if I had melee, I can impress him. The Rat King could have you killed at a moment's notice, and it's only a matter of time before it does. Can't you see that? You heard of hearing? I said no. And that's final. I'm not laying my life on the line for you, or for Cadmus, or for anyone else. Isn't there anything I can say that can change your mind? No, then leave me alone. Alright, fine by me. I probably don't actually need any of their help. Anyway, hey Yasmin. Cadmus says that you were in charge of building the trap at the end of the hall. Yeah, that was me. I didn't want to build the thing, but I did it to help Malvina, to keep her safe. I've regretted it ever since. We could really use your help, yes. We need to get below decks, and we need to do it in one piece. Can you help us get past the trap you built? I think so. It's been a long time, but I think I remember what wires you need to snip to disarm the thing. She fumbles at a nearby table, grabs a napkin, and then produces a grease pencil from her breast pocket and begins to draw. There's a hidden access panel in the floor. You'd never find it if you didn't know where to look. You snip these wires here, and this one here, bypass this circuit. She scribbles on the napkin with a steady hand. And then flip this lever. Do that and you're done. The trapdoor won't trigger and you won't get dumped into the killing pit. Killing pit. She passes the napkin to Goblet. It's pretty much what you expect. A killing pit. She snatches the napkin from Yasmin's hand. Thanks, Yas. You don't know how badly we needed this. I can guess. Cadmus sent you to me after all. She smiles weakly. Best of luck. We are taking the ship back, Yasmin. We need your help. Her eyes go wide. Another mutiny? No, not me. Go to someone else. I saw what happened last time. Last time you didn't have me here. We're gonna kill the monster that stole Malvina's voice, yes. You've got my word on that. She stares at Gobbet long and hard. Finally, she acquiesces with a nod. Alright, Gobbet, I'm in. I'm terrified, but I'm in. Her voice breaks, but she continues on. I'm no fighter, you know that. I'll keep the ship afloat, and that's about it. But I'll do what I can to help. You'll be okay, Yasmin, I promise. Circle up with your brother. I'm sending everyone we can convince to help to meet up with him in the sick room. He'll tell you what to do from there. Alright, we got one. Hey, Sparrow. Thanks again for your help. I'd have played out if you hadn't come along. We're taking another run at the Rat King, and we're gonna kill it this time. We could use your help. I want to help, but I can't do much without supplies. She licks her lips, considering. I'll make you a deal. If you hook me up with some medical supplies, I'll join your mutiny. Sure, you have a medkit. She gratefully accepts the supplies that you offer her. A deal's a deal, and I have a debt to repay. When you make your move on the Rat King, I'll be here to help. Oh, I'll be there to help. Good. Head to the quarantine area and meet up with Cadmus. He'll let you know what to do. I have a few things to take care of first, but I will. You've got my word on that. Alright. Alright, Mr. Fancy Pants. Any good in a fight? We're taking the sinking ship back from the Rat King. Will you help us? He shakes his head sadly. No, I'm afraid not. I'm a lover, not a fighter. I can see that you're a man who enjoys the finer things in life. You'll never have them as long as the Rat King is in control. I don't have that. If you don't get off your scrawny ass and fight, I'll snap you in half like a twig. How's that sound? I can't do that. I can pay him 500 New Yen. I don't think he's worth 500 New Yen. I mean, I don't care if he dies. This is your way out of here, don't you see that? Of course I do, I'm not a fool. But fighting the Rat King would also be a wonderful way for me to get myself killed, and I'm not keen to have that happen. Listen, if we can't rally enough support to make this mutiny happen, we're sinking the raft. Ah. I suppose that I don't have much choice then. Count me in. Yeah, no, Mercurio! There's two ways this can end. Alright, so we have found enough people, like the optional. Organize a mutiny. So we found enough people to have a mutiny. Okay, that's cool. We couldn't convince that guy. Hey, are you sure? Are you sure you don't want... This is going, man. We're doing this. Alright, we can't talk to him again. The woman's dead. She's still cowering there. She's not up for this. Okay, apparently we do have enough people for a mutiny. Glad to have you on our side. When the time for the mutiny comes, you can count me in. Sweet. Alright, we can't tell him that we found enough people. And we can't talk to her either.